Hey people, what's going on? It's Monday, August 28th. It's morning for me when I'm making this video. Cheers. I'll make this video before I go to the post office for today. The initial response to RAF's release is wonderful. Let me show you the pile of records that I'll be taking to the post office this morning. Thank you so much, people. That is a pile. And then here, CDs. Those all go out today. Rest assured, folks, that I will give you a... Okay, all right. So someone with... See, I'm just like the person. I've got my Facebook open, and this guy, I don't really know Christopher Plummer. Sometimes his posts, it's like, would be interesting to meet him, because sometimes his posts is like, who are you? But he's sharing with me that Rosie, she was on the cover of... I showed a Ashra Temple album, Ashra Temple with Rosie. She recently passed away. He was saying here that he saw a post from Renat from Amandul 2 saying that she had passed away. So I can pass that on to you, okay? Rest in peace, Rosie. I just showed her album not long ago. Just found a copy finally. I need to take some of these records down. This is a tower that looks continuous. So let me talk a little bit more about the record, and then I'll move on. But thank you for the response, people, to the RAF album. It really is good and well worth having. It's if I didn't explain, I'll explain again. We did this in an edition of 500 copies, 400 in black and 100 in marble maroon vinyl. So the manufacturer, we went ahead and had it done by a newer record pressing company, Waxy Poodle, and their background was that they were ex-musicians, punk musicians, and decided to start this business. And we were one of their first customers. But there were major delays. We waited over a year to get the album finally. So as a result, Waxy Poodle gave us extra copies of the maroon. So we ended up with an edition of 128 copies on maroon marble vinyl. Now, I haven't checked the number on orders that I've gotten in this morning, because let me see. Okay, I've gotten at least 1, 2, 3 more orders this morning, which means basically there are only 40 copies out of 128 marble vinyl left. There's only 40 copies left, and so if you're interested in that, you probably ought to order it. There's plenty of black vinyl, and the album is awesome. It's an awesome album. I'd like to share with you folks that I'm doing this professionally. When you get your records, you will see that not only are they in the plastic, but the album itself will be outside the cover, inside the plastic, so it doesn't split. Okay, the cover, the album cover. Okay, so they're all packed like that, outside, and then everyone gets as much as I can remember, everyone gets a sticker. Mostly have these little RAF stickers, RAF bleed. Some of them will have a larger sticker. That there were just a few of these stickers. Okay. The signed albums are a special deal because as after we had a band meeting yesterday, kind of going over everything before Tim and his wife left to go back home to Phoenix. It was a real good meeting. Just everyone was in the band is very pleased with how things turned out. Just it was a wonderful night. But because Tim lives in Phoenix, the albums that I took to get signed, those are it. Those will be the only albums that are available signed by the whole band. So all of the marbled vinyl that are signed are gone. I have a few. It looks like I have maybe 10 black vinyl that are signed by the whole band. Okay, so these are kind of special. You can still get one, a black vinyl copy signed by the whole band. And after that, then it's not possible. If people still want them signed, I'll sign them. But none of the band members live close, so it won't be me going across the street to get the other guys' autographs. So once again, there's about 10 black vinyl that are already that are autographed by the whole band. Specify when you buy that you would like one, and I'll let you know if you got one or if they're gone already. The response to the album is wonderful. I'd also like to tell you folks that if you're just coming here and joining my channel and don't know my whole history, this is just one aspect of what I do. You know, this is not the only music I do. I just put out the Muse on CD, which is ambient and jazzy. After that, I put out the thing with Brian Day, Woven Territories, Soundscapes. First thing of the year, I am on the Mana Mirage, formerly the Muffins, Dave Newhouse's last Mana Mirage CD that came out first of this year. I'm on that. Still waiting for the David Nance album coming out on Jack White's label, Third Man Records. I'm excited about that. And on top of that, I, in 2 weeks, should be receiving the CDs of my next solo album, Interlude. So I keep it busy. I keep it popping. Excuse me. I keep it popping. I'd like to encourage folks to watch the last video before this one. I uploaded it last night. It's a couple of short clips from the album release show and pictures. I had a grand time and I love sharing it with you. And get the album. Get the album. If you write, if you do a blog, and do a review, send me the link. I'd love to see some reviews in writing of the album. So honestly, folks, this entire weekend has been revolved around RAF, the album release, and everything. And so I haven't played any music except for like what's on my computer playlist. Okay, so I can't show any records, but if I were to tell you what is on my latest playlist, one of my favorite songs this year is off of the new Depeche Mode album, Ghosts Again. So that's been on heavy rotation this year. I play it a lot. But the other song that I like on the new Depeche Mode album that I was listening to yesterday is the song People Are Good. I like those lyrics, you know, because he's saying it like it is, you know. We want to think that we're good, but boy, do we mess up all the time. That, then Ailey and Transistor Cake. Don't know about them, but they have this song called Peri Peri that I found the way that I do looking for new videos. And the video was colorful, but the beat and the opening bass riff was like, oh, I like this. Ailey and Transistor Cake, a song called Peri Peri. Been listening to that fairly regularly. Slow Dive's new album, looking forward to that. The first single off of that, Kisses, that is on repeat. I like that a lot. So those are what I listened to yesterday. While I was at the club waiting room, I saw upcoming shows, and there's one that I'm interested in. Swans are coming. I've seen them before, met Michael Gyra, was taken backstage by a friend of the band's to meet him personally, which was pretty cool. Swans are very intense live, so that's one to see. I'm not a fan, and I don't buy the records, but I have a feeling that Coheed and Cambria, who are coming to Omaha, that'll be an interesting show, and I'm considering going. Plus, Deaf Heaven are opening. That's kind of interesting to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the post office here in just a little bit with all this stuff and make them crazy. Also, I will send everyone your tracking number, okay? Because on the Muse, I was inconsistent, and sure enough, there were some mess ups. So, like Mitchell, you were saying that your address had changed, but I'd already sent out the CD. I would have thought it had been to you by now. I hope it shows up. I hope you get the copy of Woven Territories. I hope it comes through. What happens if I pull a record back here? What do we get? What do we get if I pull back here? Oh, they're so jammed together. What did we get? Oh, Klaus Schultz. Time Wind. This probably isn't a green brain. You know, the green label brains, and especially the green metronome labels, are the most collectible. To me, this headshot here reminds me of Lou Reed's metal machine music, or whatever the name of that album is. I don't actually own it. Klaus Schultz. That's the poll for today. Whew. Honestly, my back is killing me, not because of playing, but from moving records. Yes, I know how to lift, so I lift with my knees, but my back is still killing me. Actually, it's not. I'm just moving slow. Okay, so that's what's up. I'm going to finish this cup of coffee and head to the post office. Talk to me, people, and get a copy of this album or CD. The album or CD. I've got plenty of CDs and plenty of black vinyl. Like I said, there's, based on the orders that are waiting this morning, there's about 40 copies left of the marble vinyl. Get it while you can. There is a Bandcamp Friday coming up this Friday, which is cool. There'll be plenty of black vinyl if that's what you're planning to buy, and if you want to wait till Friday to purchase it for the Bandcamp Friday deal, that's in the artist's favor. That's appreciated, but at the same time, if you decide to buy it today, that's fine too. I haven't worked out the average, but some of the orders regularly, when they come in, sometimes you'll see that your revenue share of that sale is zero. So sometimes it's part of how Bandcamp works. I'm not complaining. It's better than nothing. But every now and then during the regular sales, you'll see, oh, I got a sale. You'll be happy, and then you'll see your revenue share after Bandcamp takes their cut is zero. So that's why Bandcamp Friday is a boon to the artists. So if you wait till then, the artist, myself, will get the lion's share. But you don't have to wait, okay? I'm still on a natural high from the weekend. It's such a blessing. It's such a gift to be able to share your art with others. It's a blessing. It is. I'm grateful for it. I don't take it lightly. Okay. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on.